Hi, this is 7th lecture of our course, a complete blockchain technology series 2023. And in this lecture, I will tell you what are the pros and cons of blockchain technology. So this is the complete table which show the pros and cons of blockchain technology. The first thing, which is the pros, which is the benefit of the blockchain technology, is it is a decentralized network. Decentralization means that there is no central server or there is no central authority which can delete or which can add transaction details. So the transaction details are within the ledger are present at each node. So each node know the transaction details. So this helps the blockchain network to validate the transaction detail of other node as well. The second thing, which is the benefit of the blockchain technology, is security. The blockchain technology is secure because the ledger is present at each and every node, so no any node can alter the detail of the transactions. The second thing is that it contain it convert or it encrypt the details of the user through encryption technique and send a cipher. So cipher is not readable, it is some different type of text which a common which in the other nodes cannot extract information from that. So this makes the transaction process more secure in the blockchain technology. The third is transparency. So the blockchain network is more transparent. All transactions are recorded on a transparent ledger, which is transparency also means that all network node can access the transaction detail and they can check the history by prompting and making the accountability possible. Another benefit of the blockchain technology is its immutability. So in the blockchain, the ledger, which is the detail of all the financial transaction, it is present at each node of the blockchain network. So the immutability means that once a block is added into the blockchain, once any block is added to the blockchain, it becomes extremely difficult to alter. No one can change that block then. So it ensures the integrity of the history data. Another benefit of the blockchain is its smart contract. The smart contract is another benefit of the blockchain network. Smart contract means it is a self-executing contracts with predefined rule. So this is a self-executing contracts with some predefined rules listed on that contract, and it is automated and it is enforced contractual agreement, and it reduces the need of intermediaries. Another benefit of the blockchain network is it saves cost. Since the blockchain network is a peer-to-peer network, so any node can send the data directly to the receiving node. So there is no any intermediate bank or any other server involved which can deduct taxes or which can deduct the transaction fees, so the cost is saved through this process. Another benefit of the blockchain is that pseudonymity. So what is it? It is the level of privacy to identify the participant by their public key rather than personal information. So pseudonymization of identity in the blockchain, any user is identified by his public key rather than his personal information and details. Another benefit of the blockchain network is initiative for participation. So a consensus mechanism like proof of work provides economic initiative for participation, encouraging the network security. So suppose this is the data owner and this is the data requester. Anyone who requests some data, what he will do is he will register a request, and that request will be registered as a smart contract, and that smart contract will be shared, and the information about the cost control or whatever he demand, it will be shared through data sharing procedure. So if anyone want to participate, he will have to initiate the participation procedure. Another benefit is traceability in supply chain. So what is traceability in supply and chain? So traceability, it enhances the blockchain enhances traceability by providing a verifiable and transparent record of supply chain from origin to the destination. For example, if there is some person who want to send some data, so there would be the supply and chain procedure through which the data will be transferred. So everything whatever any user has done, the complete procedure is verifiable, and the transparent record of every detail is available within the blockchain network. Now, what is the drawback of the blockchain network? The first and the foremost blockchain drawback is scalability. So what is scalability? Scalability is that in the blockchain network it handle a large number of transactions. To handle the large number of transactions quickly and efficiently. So since the blockchain network is handling many transaction detail and the encryption procedure, the privacy and authentication procedure, the hashtag procedure, and the block addition to the blockchain, this complete process take time, so it is scalable. So the blockchain suffer from the scalability issue. The second thing is energy consumption. Since there is a proof of work consensus mechanisms, so it consumes a lot of energy, and interoperability is also a drawback in the blockchain network. So in the blockchain network, the interoperability is to ensure the compatibility and seamless communication between different blockchain network. So this is various type of blockchain network. So these blockchain network uh, has some compatibility issue. So this is also interoperability is also a drawback of to the blockchain network. The other drawback of the blockchain network is the complexity. This is another problem in the blockchain network, that to understand and implementing blockchain technology, it is very complex, and the adoption process is also not so much easier. Another blockchain network drawback is lack of standardization. So the various protocols in the blockchain platform hinder collaboration and integration, and the potential misuse. Cryptocurrency and blockchain technology can be misused by illicit activities, leading to regulatory and scrutiny issues. And the loss of private key is also an issue. If a user loses access to their private key, there may be loss of control to his asset permanently. And the last drawback of the blockchain network, which is sometimes called as the benefit of the blockchain network, it is the risk of 51% attack. So if the proof of work system in the proof of work system, a group of people control the more than group of people controlling more than 50% of the network computing power, then he would create a risk for the eavesdropping or to hack the data of the transaction or the financial details. So along with benefit, there are some drawbacks also involved in the blockchain network. Thank you so much.